So my name is Felipe Interview. I've been living in Dublin for 10 years, and I'm a project manager in IT. And I've been training for about a year. I was pretty much working out by myself back then and getting injured all the time due to bad form. So you work out a lot for 3 months and then you get injured, like one step forward, two steps back, and the weight wouldn't come off. And then I was like, okay, it's time to get some proper coaching. And this guy, I approached him, and he said, "Hey, I think you're too much of a novice for me to coach you," which is fair. It was a kind of a punch to the ego. I was like, okay, I didn't think it was a noob, but I was, and probably still am. But he said, "Look, you need more coaching, like in-person coaching, and I've got some friends in Ireland who could help you out finding the proper place." And then
So was it an online program?
yes, this guy does an online program, and then he said, "I think if you go here, they'll teach you very well the fundamentals and make sure that you don't get injured again." So yeah, then I approached you guys and oh well, send out an email. I think it was to you or to Steve, and then he replied saying, "Just sign up for the fundamentals. We make sure we do a good assessment," which to me was new. I never had an assessment done before, so I didn't know how good or bad I was in terms of mobility and so on. So it was good to have fundamentals done. And then 3 or 4 fundamental classes in, I was ready for the program, and then everything started. First, you have a sense on mobility. Basically, you have a sense on form, and you know where your shortcomings are. So if you realize that, you're better prepared for the training, so you don't commit any mistakes during the training. So that's pretty fundamental, I'd say. So my idea was just to drop a bit of the body fat and body weight, and make sure I develop some muscle in the meantime. And and obviously, I think we have this sense of immediacy. We want everything like tomorrow. So I thought, okay, if I work really hard for 3 4 months, and then everything's going to be great. Right? And it's just not the case at all. I just need to put the effort and the consistency and make sure that it's sustainable. So if you want to work out 5 times in a week and then you're totally destroyed the week after, that's not sustainable. You need to make sure you have time for sleep, have time for recovery. So yeah, my main goals initially was just to drop some weight and make sure I can continue working out without getting injured. That was my main goal. Learn proper form, and obviously the statics part of it, it comes naturally as time goes on. It's not something you should obsess too much about. By the way, the more I train, the less I cared about the statics, because it's just more natural. It's just once you set up, you lock in a routine, it happens naturally. Not aggressive at all. Everybody is very reasonable. They know how to push you at the right times. When you're pushing too hard, they'll let you know as well. So it's really important to have that sort of a coaching, sort of a guidance. I think is really important. Being part of it to me is excellent, because I don't have to worry about many things that I had to worry all by myself before. So I kind of outsource all the thinking about the training. You just show up. You show up and you put in your work, and then there'll be people looking after you and guiding you through the process. So to me, that was very important. And you have this sense of community here, really. So you have a sense of belonging when you start coming in regularly. You start meeting people and you start getting their names, and people notice you, and you start developing friendships. So it's really good. It's a really nice environment. Get the coaching, learn the fundamentals, make sure you get the best guidance you can get, because once you get the proper foundation, everything is smooth sailing. Once you know what you're doing and you have proper guidance on what you're doing, then it's much easier to keep going in that direction. But if you're starting off the wrong direction, then it's much harder, because you start off, you get it wrong, then you step back, and so on. So it's really important. Because of that, you need to keep the consistency in check. So once you get the right path, it's much easier to keep consistent, which is the major thing. Yeah, it makes no sense to put someone who can do something advanced to do something advanced and doing it wrong or getting injured or something. No, absolutely no sense. It's absolutely tailored to the capabilities of the individual. So that's extremely important. And obviously, you have people doing very advanced things. You have people doing things that are easier. But in the end, everybody's just pushing themselves and challenging themselves, and that's what matters.